Yo, guys, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Now, y'all know I was going to do a topic about this. Even though I did it on my shorts, I really want to talk about this University of Alabama basketball player, Darius Miles. Um, sad story. Sad story. But before I do so, before I give you my take on it, guys, make sure you subscribe to Chaos Coach Radio. Remember the link is pinned on top of the chat, and also the link is also located on the community tab. We dropped the episode out today. A reaction with a father kicked out his wife with his children. So you want to go there? We did a good reaction with my good man Prince Hakeem and my good man New Jordan Era. We will be going live tonight at 6 o'clock Eastern time. You do not want to miss. So this one here, you know, I was going to talk about this one. I did a short about it, about the University of Alabama, about rising star basketball player, Darius Miles. I think guys, if you're not aware, I think you're probably aware of it now because everybody's talking about it. Because it's such a sad story that this guy was 21 years old and he had a bright future ahead of him. I think they were saying that he got a full scholarship to University of Alabama. He was a starting forward for Alabama, and not only that, they say he was potentially might end up was probably going to end up in the NBA because I think he averaged about 20 points a game, 4 assists, and I think like 8 rebounds if I'm not mistaken. So he was a really good player in Alabama. And Alabama, I think everybody know Alabama is really known for football, but now they're starting to get known for basketball as well. So, but this story here is show you that the people you hang around with could either make you or break you. And not only that, but it actually shows the black culture as well. How we don't really we really take our community for granted. Like really. Like some of these guys have great potential to be wealthy, to be great in this world and great in America. But they will hang around a guy that's not really have nothing going for himself just to try to prove a point that I'm badass or I'm the man around the neighborhood. And I don't know, for some reason, I think it's our culture or we just love and gravitate to the hood. You know, I was raised in the hood, so I understand. So sometimes the hood does attract you. So you see the lifestyle, you see the women, you see the cars, you see the money, you see the jewelry. But at some point, you gotta grow out of that. And the sad reality is, some guys can't grow out of the hood, even if they have scholarship, even if they make it to the NBA. Because there's stories that guys in the NBA and they end up going back to the hood and they end up getting murdered or end up on drugs or end up going to jail. It's a sad reality. And this one right here is really sad because this guy was 21 years old. Handsome, no homo, but a handsome guy. And he threw it all away that one moment on Sunday. It's just that one moment. And it's just a lot of people digging in the story because people want to know why. Why would you throw away your whole career like that when you know the NBA is looking at you, dude? You averaging like 20 points a game. You think the NBA is not gonna look at you? Like he really like. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Anton Daniel. He did a great reaction to it this morning. He was saying you really fumbling the bag, bro. You fumbling the bag. One moment, 30 seconds, going like that. And there's a problem in our community. We face that a lot. There'll be rappers all of a sudden get blown up, dead the next day. There'll be superstars, like literally actors, gone the next day, or they throw their life away. It's just like me and my homeboy Prince Hakeem, my new man, New Jordan Era. That's why you need to go subscribe on the Chaos Culture Radio. We have conversations like this, and sometimes I always ask her, I say, I don't know. It seems like the black curse is a curse. It's like because it's like black people. Every time we try to do something better, it seems like we always go backwards. It's just like we don't want to grow or move forward, but it's just that we gravitate to our environment. That's what it is, and it's just a reality. He lost it all for that 30 seconds. But I'm gonna play the news. Of course, I'm gonna play the news audio. If you have not heard about the story, you're gonna hear about the story now. Everybody's talking about it because it's just a sad story. And not only that, but a black woman was also affected by it too. And I always tell I always tell men this, and men fight me. They want to debate me. They disagree with me, but it's an attack. Is women are, especially black women, are being attacked. Philadelphia have the highest crime rate when it comes to black women. Chicago, black women are being attacked. Florida, New York, California. But that's something nobody's talking about it because everybody's online is bashing the black woman. That's the problem. Everybody's bashing the black woman. Yeah, I know there's some bad black women, but there's some good ones too. And sometimes the good ones get caught in the crossfire. And it's a fact. And people think I'm lying. I can send you the article if you think I'm lying that black women are being attacked, especially in West Philadelphia. And that's why I'm teaming up with Chaos Culture Radio, because we talk about issues like this, what's going on in the black community, and nobody don't want to talk about. And there's some people that do talk about it, but they're no longer on this platform, like Tommy Sotomayor. Angry Man talks about it a lot. Shout out to Angry Man. He does talk about the black community, the issue in the black community. But then there's other people. Anton Daniel talks about what's going on in the black community. Christian Cure. There's other people that do talk about issues in the black community, especially issues like these. But they always focus on the bad of the black community and then actually the good. There is some good women in the black community, but they get caught up in these type of crossfire, and nobody's bringing no sense of awareness at all. And I think that needs to change. But I'm gonna play the audio. Sit back, relax. If you guys bottle of water, have some water with me, and let's play the audio.
A University of Alabama basketball player is in jail, charged with capital murder. Tuscaloosa police arrested Darius Miles
very high in Alabama
after a shooting near the campus. A shooting was
could end up in the death penalty.
Miles has been kicked off the team. CNN's Martin Savage joining us now with more. So, Martin, what led to the shooting in the first place? Do we know?
Well, it's still being determined exactly, but it appears to be one of those instances where you've had a split second of bad decision-making that's going to lead now
to a lifetime of heartbreak
and tragedy for a number of families. Darius Miles was a third-year forward on the University of Alabama men's basketball team, but as you say, not anymore. He's been kicked off the team. That's because he has been charged with murder along with another man, Michael Lynn Davis, 20 years of age. The two men were arrested after an incident that authorities in Tuscaloosa say they were called to around 1:45 a.m. Sunday morning in an area about a half mile off campus in Entertainment District. When police arrived on the scene, they said they found a female dead inside of a vehicle, 23 years of age. She died of a gunshot wound. The driver of that vehicle said that the two suspects opened fire on them. The driver says he returned fire, believe he wounded one of them. And it was after talking to witnesses, looking at surveillance video, that authorities were able to make the arrest. And yes, one of the men was wounded. We don't know which one. The question here is why? And authorities will only say that there was apparently some minor altercation that led up to this. And then came the gunfire.
I already know, jealousy.
The heartbreak.
I guarantee you,
capital murder, which both of these men have been charged with, is the most serious crime.
It is in Alabama. It's serious.
This morning, 3 people still missing after
Alabama don't play when it comes to capital murder. That is a serious charge. You could pretty much spend your rest of life in prison without no possibility of parole, or you could get the death penalty. Depends on how severe this case is. So Alabama do not play around when it comes to that aspect of capital murder. You can do research about Alabama. They do not play when it comes to capital murder. But the simple fact is, this man was charged with capital murder. Him and another individual, I think his homeboy, were charged, and people are still trying to figure out the reason why. And at the end of the day, I think the reason why is because of jealousy. You got a ball player who's a power forward, who's going to go to the NBA, who's going to have all the, and jealousy, it runs deep. Hatred runs deep. So when they see a guy like him, who knows what type of allocation can transpire. This is me speculating. It's just me understanding the culture, the culture we live in. So you understand how the aspect of some men, they just hate the fact that you're gonna be great in life, and they don't want to see you become great in life. But his homeboy really put him in a bad predicament, because his homeboy supposed to be the one like, nah, homie, you going to the NBA, let me try to protect you. But instead, his homeboy put him in harm's way, and his homeboy allowed him to lose it all. I thank God every day that I don't have homeboys like that. It makes you think who your friends are. So guys, make sure you subscribe to Cat Culture Radio. Remember the link is pinned on top of the chat. Hope you see you tonight at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. We have a dope conversation with my good man Prince Hakeem, my good man New Jordan Era. Go over there. We got a lot of stuff going on over there. Sad story. But at some point, this community need to change. I'm over and out. Peace.